backyard yesterday. We had our first snow, and it was a lot of snow. It's probably about 10-12 centimeters or something. Yes, it is early November and it's snowing and it's cold, but luckily I was able to harvest all the peppers. And these are my pimento or seasoning peppers. And what I want to do is, typically I'd freeze them because the winters are long here in Canada. And this would apply if ever you plant your own, or if you're in the Caribbean and you find them on sale and you want to dehydrate them. And what we're doing essentially is to dehydrate them, put them into a container, so whenever we want a hint of pimento or seasoning pepper in whatever you're cooking, whether it's in seasoning and marinating or finishing, or even this works great. You see, you have your favorite dish and you want to sprinkle some on at the end when you're eating it. That's great as well too. And all I did was last night, this is the day after, actually. You can tell by the stems, it's been sitting on the counter for a day. I washed them thoroughly in cool water and allowed them to air dry all night. And then what I did was, here I have, you can put them whole, just remove the stems and put them whole on a cookie sheet if you're using a dehydrator, cool. If not, if you're using your oven as I do, I have my oven going to temperature of 140, so 140 degrees Fahrenheit, low and slow. It will take a while. You want to wash them and make sure they're nice and dry, and then you're going to snip the stems out and you're going to cut them in half. And as I was saying, you can leave them whole. It's going to take a lot longer for them to dehydrate. You want them crispy, and once they crisp and you get all that moisture out of them, then we can blitz them in a food processor, get the flakes. What you want to do, and I saw one here, I'm glad I saw this. The ones with the sort of black interior, you want to cut that all the way out, all of those seeds, scrape, or you can toss it out, it's totally up to you, but I will just scrape them. These things here, they cost a lot of money. I'm just going to give that a rinse. But if you find them, when you do find them in the grocery stores here in Canada, it's very expensive, so I want to make use of all of it. And it's a great way, like I said, to have your pimento fix during those cool winter months. And yes, the common questions will be, Chris, what about the seeds? Keep those in there. There's a lot of flavor in the seed and the membrane around the seed. Now, the thing about pimento peppers, if you're unfamiliar with it, they will have the scent, the aroma and flavor of a Scotch bonnet pepper without any heat. And quite honestly, the flavor is quite unique to these peppers. This is why they're so adored in the Caribbean. I leave the seeds because I want the seeds on there. Now, I would say a single layer, but you can see some of them sitting on each other. As they dry out in the oven, they will shrink. They will shrink considerably. So then I will start moving them some more. I lined it with some parchment paper. If you have a rack and you want to put it on a rack, that's cool, because then the air will circulate around it and it'll give you, it will be done in a quicker time. So I have two sheets here. Again, the parchment paper just to help in case anything bleeds out. When I'm in sort of moisture, I don't want to have to easy clean up. I'm looking for easy clean up. But anyhow, into the oven now, 140 degrees, and it's going to take a while. So have some patience. If you want to do this overnight, that's cool as well too. Anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, and these will be nice and dry and crisp. Ever so often, open the oven or leave it slightly ajar just for the moisture to evaporate and get out of there. It will dry faster. And essentially, dehydrating just means we're capturing the essence of the peppers by drying them. Almost 13 hours later, and this is what, dried to a crisp, and that is what you want. I know from experience that if you use a dehydrator, you would cut the sort of dehydrating time considerably. But I wanted to show you all how I do it in the oven, because I know many of you don't have a dehydrator. All you want to do now is make sure that it's cool. And we're going to put this into a food processor now. Blitz, because the longer you keep it in there, it could potentially turn into powder. Now, if it's powder that you're looking for, by all means, rock the powder. I want it a bit chunky, so this is why I'm just going to blitz it. But you can see both of them, and notice how much, it shrinks quite a bit. So, but I want you all to pay attention to this. That is what we're looking for. And if you wanted to just crush it with your hands, you can do it as well. You don't need to put it in the food processor, yeah? But I'm gonna run it through the food processor, store it in an airtight container, and you've got pimento flakes, seasoning pepper flakes all year long. I'm gonna say if you're doing it, if you use it quite often, you will be required to do a bit more. One thing I will mention, because these were dehydrated or dried, the flavor will be more concentrated, so you'll use less. And all you want to do, like I said, give them a pulse. I'll just quickly show you what's happening inside there. You notice it's breaking up, but it's maintaining some of its shape as well too. Well, you can see down at the bottom down here, yeah? What you will notice is that in trying not to let it go all the way continuously, I'm still left with some chunky pieces, so those, and wear gloves. Just gonna hit it a little crush with my hands just to make sure. And it's totally up to you how big pieces you want, yeah? And that is how you make, just look at that. Yeah? All you'll need to do then is get an airtight container, something like a glass container like this with a lid, yeah? You'll pour it in there and then you'll make a label identifying what it is. Of course, it's dehydrated pimento or seasoning peppers, and the date. I like putting the date on there as well. Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com. Always a pleasure having you all in the kitchen with me. I do hope you all get an opportunity to give this one a try. It's real easy, and of course you're gonna have that beautiful dehydrated pepper all season long. I'm gonna do a second batch. I have more peppers there, but anyhow, I hope all you like it. All right, I'll go on.